Gotta make them prove. Got them all like, ooh. So to the next time you hear this dog rhyme, try to keep your mind on get crime. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop.
Yeah. I steep, broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over, speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow, harvest getting bigger, they all froze.
Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And off we go from Jacksonville. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. Open man, that's Devin Duvernay.
That's good for Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
19 Tiger.
They'll go back to Etienne on first down. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Alert! Half 85, half 8, middle. Go!
Throwing right away is Allen. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Alert!
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Middle. Five wide. Hey, tight. Have 10.
Allen to throw. That's caught downfield by Cooper. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That's taken in. It's James Cook. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Again, it's Allen to the air. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. James Cook, touchdowns Buffalo. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
18 Rattler, 19 Lions. Go.
They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
70 Lions. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Check.
To the right, on the run, it's ETN. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
One quarter in the books. The Bills with the early advantage. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Here comes ETN running to the left. He is in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Tight. Stop. Middle. Alert. 56. What's up?
Now Allen on 1st down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Throw is caught by Cooper on the right side.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
We'll try and run here with Cook. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
Allen going to get it out quickly to Coleman. And And he's out of bounds in great shape, down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
This one caught at the 4. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Allen going to give it to Cook. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. Will line up at the 3-yard line again. They'll try to punch it in on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. It is brought in the end zone. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Quick throw here is complete. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's good for the Jaguars.
Back to throw. Down the field, he's got Duvernay. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for another Jaguars. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
70 Timberwolves.
The carry here for ETN. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. That's complete to ETN. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line. Now the Jags will use their third and final timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal.
Cougar 19. Go.
And he'll take it on in. Brenton Strayed. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Little on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will tie things up. We are all even at 14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And he's got this one complete. It's Cooper working across the field. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Extra point try by Bass. He's got it. And the Bills have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Duvernay in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 35 yards. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
19 Lions. Go. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Hut, hut.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Bills 21, Jaguars 14.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Hey, tight. Go.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
He'll find his running back, Cook. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. And what does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
On 1st down, it's Allen. Samuel there to make the catch.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
A run up the middle with Cook. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
1st and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, Josh Allen. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now Allen to throw on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. That's caught. It's Amari. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Five wide. Hey, tight. What's that?
To throw again, it's Allen. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. It's second down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Again, it's Allen to the air. He'll get this out wide. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Allen. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Here's 1st and 10. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 yards. Now they'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Now he takes off.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
From the gun, a give to Etienne. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. So, 3 quarters now. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Etienne. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this for Etienne. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
They'll try left side with Etienne. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Duvernay in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Back to throw. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
Now Allen on 1st down. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw again. On the move past the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Here's 1st and 10. A run with Cook. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Here's 1st down. Cook. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're second, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They'll drop to throw. That one, take it in. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Buffalo. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
70 range, 70 range. Tight. Hey, smash. 19 tight, 19 tight. 79 Bronco. Florida 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Hup.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
19 right. 60 average. 60. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. The throw left side, taken in by Thomas.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's complete to ETN.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He runs with it.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Big play. 3rd and 2.
Dragon 60. Take go.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Well, after that conversion, now the conversation on the sideline is, what do we do if we score? Are we content with just kicking an extra point and tying this thing up? Or does this coach decide to go for the 2-point conversion and try to win in regulation? First things first, they're going to have to score, but man, I hope we get to see that decision.
Hey, check that. Street. Go!
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And that's well read by the defense. Knocked backwards. He's back at his own 9-yard line. So a road win here for the Bills. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.